Previously on Babies and Broadswords.
An awkward silence seems to fall over the crowd as Cindy approaches from a side gateway. She starts to speak. Senor Popper's flightless aquatic birds are right next to the Lollipop Guild. And nobody's farting on nobody. And that is pretty cool. Ignatius, you're the only one who sees that jerk from that gang hold a straw up to his lips. And it hits Cindy right in the face. And he points his finger to you. And he says, "It was the new Triangle Gang!" Hello, friends, and welcome to another episode of Even Footing Games presents Babies and Broadswords. I am
Babies and Broadswords.
Babies and Broadswords.
Babies and Broadswords.
I've heard of that game before.
I would hope so. You've been sitting here playing it for the past 15 hours, and you also have your name in the book. The book being Babies and Broadswords, the book with all the rules. I don't know why I'm holding it up to you people, because you guys...
That's cool. I'm digging it.
Can you dig it?
I can dig it.
If you haven't bought a copy of the book yet, honestly, I don't know what's wrong with you.
It's pretty cool.
Wait to the book.
Buy the book.
Man, buy the book.
Buy my book.
That's the fashionably late part.
Buy my book. Yeah. Thanks, Jack, for reminding me.
I'm so glad I found someone else who
That was the best part of that series. Buy my book. Right. The Critic, early
The Critic.
90s animated show starring John Lovitz, following The Simpsons.
It stinks.
I
don't know.
The show was fantastic.
Very neat show. Sadly gone the way of so much terrible stuff from the 90s. All right, here we go. We've decided, Jack, credit where credit is due, Podlers is our B&B.
Toddlers on a cast.
Podlers is our B&B fan name. Podlers.
Oh, there are podlers.
Hello, Podlers. I
Yes.
think it's so good. And I'm kicking myself that I didn't. It was right there. It was right. It's been sitting right there for months now.
And I just thought about it because I misheard you.
Mm-hmm. That's how things work sometimes. It's serendipity. It was a happy accident. Welcome to another episode. We are going to play some Babies and Broadswords today. I've got the very useful crew in with me, the Fantastic Four. Say hello, everyone.
Hello.
I'm the thing. I'm made of stone.
Ooh.
He's my best friend.
I bet.
So that would
But
make
though with
Ignatius
Henry
this.
and-
He's Mr. Fantastic because he stretches.
Yeah.
I
a
want to
kitty.
be the dragon flame.
You would be the Human Torch.
Yes. So I'll have to be the
Daybella
invisible
is
lady.
Invisible Woman. Yeah.
Aw. Lame.
An invisible jet.
That was Wonder Woman,
No,
not.
they both had it.
They both had Invisible Jet.
Oh, okay.
They both had
All
Invisible
right.
Jet. She was Invisible Girl for way too long. Like, she was already, had her PhD in her 30s when they went into the Gamma Storm, and they kept calling her Invisible Girl. I don't think they started calling her Invisible Woman until like the 80s. It was like, come on, she should be Dr. Invisible Woman.
She's the invisible.
Come on. Yeah.
I didn't go to 13 years of
Invisible school to be Invisible Girl. Yeah. He gets to be Mr. Fantastic, and I'm an Invisible Girl. Come on now, that's it.
Yeah.
Well, I'm called the thing.
I like Dr. Invisible. I'm good with that.
Oh, there we go. There's Swampkin's adult voice.
I'm the thing. Yeah.
Well,
it's
I-
clobbering
Pumpkins.
time. Yep.
Hi, I'm Pumpkins.
I want to sell you a car. All right. Here we go.
Slaps the car,
Here we
puts
go.
a dent on it.
Here we go.
Here we go.
Are we ready to go? Let's go. I'm going.
Going,
Vroom, kids.
Let's play this.
You want to play this game?
Lee, you ready to go?
Lee, how about you ready to go, Lee?
Sure.
Jack, you ready to go?
Sure.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's go.
Hold on.
Wait,
Okay.
wait.
Hold on just a second.
Okay, Jimmy's ready to go. All right,
Oh.
here we go.
Good.
Who's editing this one, Aaryn? Is this you or me?
I think this is me. Because I think you're editing the one before
Aaryn.
this.
Oh, Jimmy, you know what that means?
I do.
Oh, boy. Aaryn, are you ready to go?
No.
No.
Did we
Not
Did
anymore.
we just do the intro to Ballroom Blitz? Yeah. All right, here we go. You know that great song from the Wayne's World movie that Tia Carrera and her fake band covered. All right. Boy, that's a reference nobody understands about a reference that nobody understood when that movie came out. That's the best part. Yeah.
about a thing.
About a thing that nobody knew. Yeah.
Game really?
Babies and broadswords in a nutshell.
Babies and broadswords.
Babies and broadswords coming right at you, podlers. I love it. Okay. When last we played, which for you was like 2 weeks ago, but for us was 20 minutes ago, the babies had finally made it to the Convoy Envoy Envelope. Or should I say, the new Triangle Gang had finally made it to the Convoy Envoy Envelope. And had finally laid their tiny little eyes upon Cindy with an eye, the oldest kid. A statuesque green orc girl with spiky pink hair. She gave an impassioned speech about how if the babies would just stop fighting each other and rise up against the man, they could run the orphanage. And then she got shot with a spit wad and came down with a nasty case of cooties. Now, the new Triangle Gang were not responsible. But
No. It wasn't me.
they were blamed. Okay, Shaggy. But they were blamed.
Zoinks. Wrong, Shaggy.
They were blamed for it, however, by a rival gang member.
Reggie.
Yeah. Yoinks! And now you find yourselves surrounded by 100 angry toddlers, all staring and pointing at you, going, "The new Triangle Gang did it! The new Triangle Gang did it!" And if there's one thing I know about upset 4-year-olds, they are not to be reasoned with. Because they are literally incapable of reason. That they don't have the physiological... Their brains haven't developed for it. So, my lovelies, you are in a bad spot, to say the least. What are we going to do?
Thwompkins is looking up as he was passionately trying to dig into the ground. He's like, what? Wait, we did what? What did we do?
You gave Cindy cooties!
We did?
Says a kid next to you.
It was the guy with the straw. The guy with the straw
Henry
shot
says very loudly.
the booger watcher. And I want to, if I may, get a roll on that.
Oh,
I
yeah.
want to try to be as cool as I can, because ain't I a stinker?
You are a stinker.
So I'm going to eat a cookie
Okay.
and try to... Oh. So that's going to be a 12 total as I roll a 6.
I know a 12 is really good, but I would like to take... Oh, actually, no, that would put me on a timeout. Yeah, you know what? Let's do this. Let's make this fun.
Let's do it.
I'll eat a cookie. Look at me. I can help. 2 grumps. Mommy's little helper doesn't need your permission to be helpful. They can assist another player with a skill roll. Mommy's little helper makes the same skill challenge and adds half their score. So I take the 6 grumps. I mean, the 2 grumps, which puts me at 6 out of 6.
Uh-oh!
But I still do this.
Okay.
So it was a cool roll. Rolled a 6. 6 plus 2. So that's an additional 4.
So 16 total as I tell them, I thought he had a straw and he shot the booger watcher at her.
Augustus is we don't have anything like that. We don't have any type of I'm getting overwhelmed. This is too much.
Henry says to Daybella, "Quick, can I borrow a piece of your construction paper?"
Oh,
You don't have
I
any?
don't have any more.
Okay.
It's on my pants.
Okay, so Henry gets out his
I made armor out of it.
he gets out a bottle of ink. Do I still have the ink, or did I give it to you?
Oh, I don't have the ink. You have the ink.
Okay, I take out an ink and I really quick draw on the ground a picture of Thwompkins being super useful,
Oh.
and I do my... It's an ability that I don't have on my sheet right now, so I can't remember what it's called. But it makes Thwompkins lose 2 grumps. Because I show a picture of him being super useful.
Aww.
Oh, it's your Thorthor ability.
Wanna see my drawings?
drawing? Yeah.
Let's see my drawings. Yeah.
I was going to do I'm not sleepy for my knack, but I don't have a I just used my last cookie on my class ability. Because we only got 1 cookie from her, correct?
Yeah, and you gave all your cookies away.
Yes, I did.
So now you lose 2 grumps.
Oh, thank you. I'm back at 4. So the Thwomkin is about to turn, like, it's clear he's about to turn into stone from being overwhelmed. But then he sees the picture, he's like, "Aww!"
So, a 16, which honestly, I don't think I ever contemplated anyone rolling that high on anything in this game. So, the
Power of teamwork.
the power of teamwork, the auditorium freezes.
It was the elbows.
Yes.
It's all in the
You don't even have to look at each other's elbows for this friendship clap. You just, wah! All 100 kids stop. And they slowly look at the kid that Ignatius is pointing at. And he is kind of backing away.
Guilty.
And he's saying, no, it wasn't us. It was the new, it was the new kids. It was the new Triangle Gang.
Search him. I think you'll find a booger wancho on him somewhere.
Thwomkins is pulling everything out of his pockets. I don't have anything. I don't have anything like that.
Not you.
Oh, no. I know, but he's saying me. He's saying us. So I'm saying that I don't have anything like that.
It's true. We wouldn't do that. In fact, I think I maybe understand why you like Cindy so much. And I look back, try to like
What?
My eyes are now searching for the girl with the spiky pink hair. Like, is she okay?
Everyone's like, that's a good point. Is Cindy okay? Check on Cindy. Cindy's gone. Cindy has been spirited away by her gang. And everyone is
She has to go to the hospital.
everyone is clamoring around. They don't know what to do. Their attentions aren't on you guys anymore. They're looking at the other gang, the cool gang, and they're patting them down, and they're not finding. They're like, see, we don't have any spit stickers anyway. And that's when the cat gang stretches up. We saw the whole thing. And the leader points his paws at Thwomkin
What?
and says, everyone knows that the Triangle Gang has 3 people, and there are 4 of them. What?
No, the new Triangle Gang has 4. And sometimes we have more people. That's just crazy.
What happened
That's 'cause
to
we're
the
so
old
cool.
Triangle Gang? Right?
No, they're just the Triangle Gang. And they're still very influential.
I don't see them here. Meow.
We were sent here, but
This is for little kids.
we were sent here
Why?
by. Wait, were we told not to mention Jacques?
No, I think you just
No.
sent us.
We were sent here by Jacques.
That's why we're the new Triangle Gang. Because the new means there's 1 more, or sometimes 2 or 3 more.
I was going to say, why would we limit the number of people that we can be friends with by the number of people in a triangle? That seems like a really bad idea.
That's a different gang.
Captain Horatio stands up. They're real boring and good spitters. I can't imagine them being capable of anything. The Pinky Pirates believes the new Triangle Gang. And everyone's like, the Pinky Pirates.
Yay.
Okay.
Cool.
Cynthia and the Weird Kids pop up. We also had okay interactions with the new Triangle Gang. We think they're okay too. Oh, the Weird Kids are all right, okay.
Look. Oh, you guys are looking very cool as well.
You guys are so cool. We forgot how cool you made us. Look at how cool we are. And everyone's like, all right, well, they're kind of, they're not that cool. All right, yeah.
I don't know.
Is that,
Looking
are they
fine.
smoldering? I think they're smoldering.
They're doing pretty good if you ask me.
Oh, Thwompkins is picking up his stuff, but he's keeping an eye on the gang of not so cool kids that obviously are trying to blame us.
The gang of not so cool kids is sort of they're protesting their innocence greatly around the people around them. The cats are slinking their way around the outer perimeter towards you guys. You have bought enough confusion, Jimmy, with your role that you think about half of the gang seem to be believing you, and the other half seems to still be thinking that you are the ones who did it. So I need either adorable or cuteness rolls from all of you.
Oh, man. Could I use Brainy to try and look innocent?
Can you use what?
Brainy to know what an innocent face looks like? So it's okay if I can't.
Trying to think how that works. You can convince me of how that might work. But, yeah.
Thwompkin's got 2 plus 2
Do
equals
you know
4.
any innocent kids?
None.
Thwompkin's is pretty innocent.
At least ones who know they're innocent? Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, Daybella's gonna eat a cookie and use her happy tum-tum. It gives me 2 for 1 cookie.
Okay.
So that's gonna come up to 9.
Okay.
Henry got a 4.
Oh.
And Thwompkin's got a 4.
Oh.
I am munching more cookies. And that'll be a 4 plus 4 plus 2. That will equal 8. A 10 for me.
Oh, unless I could use Guile to try and convince them of my innocence.
I think that's an easier argument.
I would go with that one over
I know.
Brady.
I wasn't thinking very well.
And I don't think I can try to convince anyone that Thwompkins looks strong and brave, and thus uses muscly. I don't think there's no convincing there.
So strong and brave. He could kill somebody.
I read this book and it said we're innocent.
If it's Guile with the same roll, it's an 8.
Okay.
But if it's cuteness, it's a 4.
Half of the kids are moving towards you, and the crowd, the mob mentality is starting to pick up. You can feel the tension reverbing. But Cynthia from the Weird Kids has managed to make her way over to you. She goes, "Look, I know you guys didn't do it. You need to get back to the orphanage. It's not going to be safe around here. I'll try to hold them off, but
I like it here.
I don't think it's going to go too well for you guys anymore. I would make a run for it. Get back to the orphanage. Get back to your room as quickly as you can, and I wouldn't trust anybody."
While we're all huddled up, I'd like to don a disguise.
Ooh.
I am going to say maybe I'm adorable enough to put on a perfect disguise and cause a distraction so that my friends can go.
Maybe we should go back and we can get the new the old triangle to vouch for us.
I'm on fire! Got a 9 for my adorable role.
What does your costume look like? What does your disguise look like, Ignatius?
I am putting on my new silver twirly hat.
Ooh.
I'm putting the monocle that I wear and the neckerchief that I wear away.
Okay.
And I am painting my face like a warrior.
You have face paint?
Yes, I do. I have red and blue face paint. So that actually gives me a plus.
I was going to say that'll give you some bonuses for stuff. Yeah, you got magic items. Yep.
Yeah.
Wow.
Whoa.
Cynthia, who's been talking to the rest of you, turns to Ignatius and goes, "Where did you come from?"
Well, I do declare that these they're not the kids you're looking for right here. I do declare that these kids, everyone look at me, I've got something to
They're all
say.
looking at you. He sounds like a grown-up.
I say that there's been some confusion here.
Guys, sweep away now.
There's been some confusion. What matters the most in this situation is that we find out how Cindy is. If Cindy's okay, let's all focus on the good thing here, and let's just see how Cindy's doing.
Yes, the guy with the hat and the face paint is obviously someone we can all trust.
I'll spin the propeller.
Oh! I'm mesmerized by the spinning propeller. We should check on Cindy, and then we can figure out what we're gonna do with the new Triangle Gang, or whoever did it. And the crowd kind of turns their attention to where Cindy last was, and they're ignoring you for a moment. Daybella's already running down.
She just started running.
God.
Pumpkins runs after Daybella. He's like, thank you, stranger with the nice hat. And then...
Wait, we can't leave Ignatius behind. Where is he?
Hey, where's Iggy? Or where's
Jimmy! Henry says that guy looks like a very, very smart person that we should all listen to.
Maybe Jimmy already ran. He's pretty fast.
That's true.
I feel like Henry probably knows. Henry's pretty smart.
I'm not even gonna make Henry roll for that one. Henry knows what's going on. Yeah.
Henry's too smart.
Henry knows what's going on. Yeah.
And he's just like, oh, he'll be okay. Don't worry. Ignatius is really smart, and we should listen to that very smart, bespectacled man who told us that we were innocent.
Once the attention is off of me, I'm going to do my best to hide and slink away as well with all my cat-like prowess.
You want to cool this one, or do you want to? Yeah, give me a cool roll.
I think I'll cool this one.
Yeah, why don't you cool this one?
Yeah.
Cool it out, James. Cool it out.
10. Natural
Jeez,
10.
you're rolling well today.
I'm on
You really
fire
are
today, yeah.
Yeah, you quickly whip off the hat and the. Well, you can't really whip off the face paint, but you take your hat off, and that way you're not gathering any attention, and you manage to slink away through the shadows. And you go unnoticed, or so you hope.
So I hope.
And the four of you reconvene in the street. There's still a loud clamoring in the Convoy Envoy Envelope area. Still cries of, "Who gave Cindy cooties? It's the worst case of cooties I've ever seen. She may never recover."
Guys, did we get that cootie medicine?
No.
Oh.
If we had cootie medicine, we could really redeem ourselves.
Oh, no. But we don't have it.
Yeah, but it's at the Rusty Rails.
There are murmurs of, "Well, since we are incapable of curing Cindy's cooties, perhaps we should strike out in vengeance on those who struck against her."
Time to go. I'm so contradicted right now. We should just go.
Maybe someone at the market has some cootie stuff. Non-cootie stuff.
Rusty Rails, I feel like they did.
No, the Rusty Rails did, but maybe someone here.
No one's gonna talk to us right now.
We could talk to, Nada. She might know.
You're in the middle of the city. Babies are starting to kind of work their way out of the Convoy Envoy Conclave. There's ways in and out of the city. You know, the subway tunnel where Doug took you will lead away. There are... Daybella, you had sensed the Brown River last episode when you were looking for water. That might be a possible escape. Well, you know the Binky Pirates are there, so, maybe there's a boat. I don't know.
Guys, I think we know that there's cootie medicine in Rusty Rails, and we're heroes there. We could go back there. Maybe we go on foot without having to go to the train.
But that would be really long then.
We're really cool. We're really strong and fast. We can get there. We've been on our own for days and days and hours and hours.
It's been like 3 days.
Basically,
we're birthday while we were gone, but I don't know when my birthday is. But just
happy freaking birthday! Happy freaking birthday!
I love those guys.
Wait a second. You're the ones who gave Cindy cooties.
No, we're not.
No birthday song for you. And they just all grumble.
No.
Not be my birthday.
I think we can.
You've lost your happy freaking birthday privileges.
We did do it.
That really cool rat Rizzo. Didn't he have cootie medicine? Let's go get it from him. Let's save the day.
Yeah.
Let's be heroes.
Okay, yeah. Maybe we should check with Nada too. Maybe there's someone here that we can get it from where we wouldn't have to go far.
Will she talk to us? Because they think we did this.
We made our beds and stuff.
I didn't make it that
Go
good.
talk to her.
Yeah, you did.
I want to. I don't know. I don't know if that counts.
Rabble. Rump. angry background noises.
Whatever you guys want to do.
Let's go to the inn and find out. We can just go, and then if she says no, then we'll leave.
Okay. Well, let's...
Maybe my friend could go do it, the one that stood up for us.
I think that's a really smart idea.
Yeah, maybe I'll talk to him, and I'm like fixing my face paint, like, hiding the twirly hat away from everybody, like yeah, I'll go see, and I put the hat on right in front of everybody, like, but I'm like hunkering down as I do.
Everybody look, turn around. Close your eyes.
Whoa!
The hat must be how he like a signal to his friend.
And I twirl the blade, and
just like the other guy.
Stride away. Well, what we need is some cootie medicine, I believe, is what we need.
Uh-huh.
I'm gonna go talk to Nana there and see if she's got any cootie medicine.
Oh, thank you. I don't know your name. I'm Thumpkins.
Yes, Hopkins. I am,
Gregory.
How did you know my name?
Oh, hi, Gregory.
Very common name among smart-sounding people.
Among the educated type.
Thank you, Gregory.
Yes. I'll be back. I shall return.
So the three of you hunker down, waiting for Gregory's return. Gregory, where are you going? What's your plan, Stan?
I'm gonna search for this Nana person.
Nadia?
They think Nana, as far as
as far as I can say, Nana.
So,
yeah. You head back towards the inn and go on in, and Nanya is there, and she's just wiping down some tables, and she looks over at you and says, "Oh, that's
Nanya. Hello.
Hello again. Did you forget something?"
Yes. Have we met? I'm sorry. My name is Gregory, and there seems to have been a minor issue of cooties over at the envelope there. Envoy thing.
Okay, slow down. So we're playing a game right now, and your name is Gregory. Okay, sure.
That's the game that we're playing here, and
we've never met before. Is that right, Gregory?
We are in dire need of. Look, you're slowing me down.
In dire need. I'm just trying to catch up. So, what do you need, Gregory?
We are in dire need of cootie medication.
Who has the cooties?
The pretty girl. I can't remember her name off the bat, but the girl with the spiky, cute hair.
You mean Cindy?
Cindy, that's correct. Yes, I don't know why I could not remember that.
Well, you are new here, so maybe you just haven't learned everybody's name yet, Gregory.
I do feel like I have fallen in love with her and would love to save the day. I have truly learned what love is.
Okay. Gregory, I need us to stop playing the game for just a second. Are you saying Cindy has cooties?
100%, yes.
How did Cindy get cooties?
Well, some ignoramus shot her with a booger launcher.
Nadia, she just kind of collapses into her seat. Gregory, it wasn't anyone you know, right? It's very important that you be honest with me.
I saw the cad who had done it.
You saw who shot Cindy with the cootie shot.
I do declare, yes, indeed.
Oh, kiddo. You are in a mess of hurt. Okay.
Some friends of mine have been blamed by the cad himself.
Oh, you're going to have a heck of a day. Okay.
My only concern is Cindy's well-being.
Describe, Gregory, if you can, the person who shot Cindy with the spitwad.
I'll do my best to give an accurate description that I'm not sure how much of that
I don't think I ever gave you
actually.
Yeah.
He was wearing a plaid button-down shirt and some chaps.
Oh. Okay. Gregory, those kids were the nose miners.
He did have his finger well up in there. I believe that's the boogers that he was launching.
So that's what he was digging.
The nose miners are dangerous. Their spitwads are not regular cootie spitwads. They're super cooties.
Oh, we aren't there.
And
Yeah, we're not there.
Super cooties can't be cured by just a regular cootie shot.
Oh no.
And everybody...
This is worse than I had suspected.
If the nose miners know that you were the ones who saw them shoot Cindy, they're going to come after you.
Let them come. I have a gargoyle friend as well, who is the strongest child I know.
Okay.
I know a dragon
Yeah.
who is mightier than anyone
Yeah,
else,
yeah.
and I know some of the most caring children on the face of this good green planet Earth.
Oh my God. Kid, you are absolutely adorable, and I'm loving what you're giving me right now, but I need you to understand the severity of the situation. Gregory,
Yes.
you and your friends are in big trouble because
Well, that's not fair.
it's not fair. And you know what else isn't fair? The next 60 years of your life, most likely. Now listen to me, Gregory. I'm 12, and I've learned a lot.
You are one of the smartest children I know.
That's right.
Right next to Henry.
Henry's the dragon?
Henry's the dragon.
Oh boy, has he started hoarding yet?
He is a booking fool, I'll tell you.
Just don't worry about that right now. Let him read his books. Just make sure he doesn't just start to collect a lot of anything, because that'll be a problem. But tell you what I'm going to do, kids. Are your friends still around?
Well, I cannot share that information where Augustus is or Thwompkins is. I'm going to protect my friends at this moment and not tell anyone where they are.
Okay, you're right. If you want to tell your friends, though, that there's a back door to the inn that leads to a little used tunnel that I sometimes use to move quickly, they are more than welcome to use it themselves. It will take them towards the river, and nobody else knows about it, but it's where I get supplies from the traders who come down the stinky brown river. I will, if it makes you feel better, cover my eyes so that I don't see your friends, but it's probably not a bad idea if they get out of town as quickly as possible, because the nose miners have a lot of different eyes and ears, and they deal with a lot of other people who might be interested in nobody knowing that they were the ones who shot Cindy.
Well, it's funny that you mention it. The fella had 2 eyes and 2 ears.
Yep, that
Good to know.
sounds right. That sounds right.
Your help is greatly, and I mean from the bottom of my heart, greatly appreciated.
Oh, kiddo, someday you're going to learn what you're talking about, and you're going to be in trouble. All right, Gregory.
I don't know.
Gregory, go get your friends, okay? I'll cover my eyes, and I want you guys to go out the back and sneak through the tunnels, okay?
Ma'am, the very act of covering your eyes makes me trust you all the more.
Kiddo, seriously, you need to go.
I bow deeply and turn and go toward my friends.
Little do we know that he is haunted by the spirit of Gregory, the southern gentleman.
yeah.
Now, I'm just a simple country lawyer.
Let me tell you this.
So yes, Ignatius, you exit. Meanwhile, kiddos, you've been standing there like trying to not look like a very conspicuous dragon gargoyle and Firbolg.
Sort of looking around.
Not us. Trying to whistle.
Henry doesn't have lips. So
Yep.
it's just-
Whistling.
Wouldn't it
is
be
not a
great
thing.
if we had disguises?
Yeah, it would be. It would be so
Oh
great.
man, that'd be so great.
And you're starting to get some looks. Is it that dragon gargoyle and Firbolg? Could
No.
Could be.
Is there
No.
another dragon Gargoyle and Furbolg somewhere else that are also hiding?
You better hope so.
Nope.
We're looking for a kitty cat boy, a mushroom girl, a big lizard guy, and a rock kid.
We're 3 right now. There's no kitty guy, so that way you're not looking for us.
Oh, that's a good point. Meanwhile, someone has put wanted posters up. They're starting to hang wanted posters up, and it's just stick figure drawings of what could conceivably be. It's like one stick figure with a big old mushroom head, one stick figure with kitty cat ears, one stick figure with a tail, one stick figure with little wings. And they're just like, we're looking for these guys. And it's wanted.
I said that. I have wings as well. They never get my nose right.
It says wanted 100 cookie reward.
That's a lot of zeros. I don't know what that is, but that's a lot. No, 0 is big. It's like a cookie.
We need to find whoever this is. That's a lot of cookies.
Mm-hmm.
They gave Cindy super cooties, and they're bad guys. You guys should keep a look for these 4. Wait a second.
We will. We are concerned.
Only 3 of you. Okay.
Maybe if we turn ourselves in, then we get to stay here and we get 100 cookies.
If we find them, we're gonna kick them out of town. But first, we're gonna rub their heads in dirty diapers.
Man.
Oh, that's bad.
Oh no!
I feel bad for. I don't feel bad for them because if they did it, but
Super cooties. Obviously, they're really bad guys, and probably you guys should. We'll look over here. You guys go look over there. We'll split up.
Good idea. Good thinking.
Yeah.
Be on the lookout for a dragon guy, and a mushroom girl, and a rock kid, and a kitty cat.
Okay.
Okay.
But it's not you guys, right? Because there's no kitty cat, so it can't
There's
be you.
no kitty cat, so it can't be us.
Also, we don't have a mushroom girl. We have this girl who has fur, but no mushrooms on her head. No head made of mushroom.
No mushroom head. I just sort of trying to cover
the mushrooms growing on
my
your
hair, just to smoosh
it. I also try to cover up unfortunate things on my head with my hair. Yeah.
Lean into it. Jason.
More like unfortunate things that aren't on your head.
I don't want to let it go. I don't have much left.
And what it is, it's just all like way high.
Thank you. In my day, my mane was glorious.
So majestic.
I do appreciate your mad scientist look.
Dude, I get out of bed and I start doing this.
So majestic.
All natural.
It's all natural. You folks at home can't see the majesty that is. I'm looking more and more like the aliens guy every day.
Also, you all missed Jason's amazing hand gestures while talking.
While I was doing
Gregory.
It's aliens.
Aliens? Could it be? Imagine, what if it was aliens?
What if?
Disney again. They own everything. All right. So, Gregory, you... I'm going to just keep calling it Gregory.
No, right now he is Gregory.
He is Gregory.
Gregory.
Ignatius's method, like he will not answer to anything but Gregory. It makes the rest of the cast uncomfortable, and he's seen as
because Gregory's kind of a jerk.
He's seen as off-putting and upsetting to be around. He'll play the Joker someday. That's just what's going to happen.
Not Ignatius.
Gregory. No, I'm just a simple clown criminal. All right, so Gregory, you go back to the group they have been chatting with the folks who are looking for, you assume the 4 of you. They're pointing to the wanted poster. They've noticed that they've got the wanted poster has them lined up in a certain order, so the 3 of them have switched the order that they're standing in so that they look even less like the poster.
I think to myself, Henry's so smart.
Wait, so we are on the wanted posters? That was us?
No, because that was a cat, a mushroom, a dragon, and a gargoyle, and you guys are standing in dragon, mushroom, gargoyle,
that's not us then.
No cat,
That's not us then, though I'd want to be wanted.
Yeah.
I want to be wanted, because then maybe if I'm wanted, maybe I get good home.
Jail cell's not a good home.
I mean, it's
3
hots and a cot, you know.
Okay, Jason. Geez.
Okay, weird kid that came out. I don't know what that means.
None of us do.
We're not going to get into the merits of jail right now, okay?
You don't want to talk about the criminal justice system in the middle of this kids podcast? All right.
Not right now.
Maybe later.
This is not a kids podcast.
No, it's not a kids
However,
podcast.
Hey, look, it's Gregory.
Hey, Gregory.
Yeah. I come walking in like trying to walk like an adult as much as possible, whatever that looks like to Ignatius.
Just his hand on his back, just going, oh, my back, oh.
Well, children, it seems there is no super cootie medicine to be found in these here parts. So what we'll need to do is cut around back to the secret passage.
Oh.
Nana has given us access to a quick escape.
Well, you sound like
If you catch my
you do a good Augustus impression.
Oh, thank you. If you'll just follow me.
Okay.
Okay.
And I'll follow the directions that she gave me, go around back and look for her.
Henry kind of holds his tail in front of him so that it doesn't look so much like,
No, Debella covers up her mushroom.
Flomkins isn't doing anything.
No. Ignatius just kind of tucked his ears under the spinning hat. Yeah.
Flomkins is not old enough to do the cool wing cape.
You see Nania, she is holding open a door that goes deeper into the subway, and she sees the 4 of you coming, and she covers her eyes and looks away and goes, do, just holding the door open for no reason, nothing to see, la-di-da-da.
I like that song.
Yeah, let's move quickly, because she would like to remain innocent to our presence.
Oh, thank you.
Good idea, Gregory. Let's get out.
I'm not gonna lie, it was her idea. It's just very smart. She's very smart, yes.
Oh, I sure hope nobody thinks about suggesting that I came up with anything that was involved in this, because that could be bad for me. La-di-da-di-da. Just
I don't even know.
Holding open a door.
I like that song. That's a good song.
Tompkins is up here singing.
Trying to just shuffle you through the door. As she's closing the door, she goes, if anybody was listening, I'm just talking to the air right now because I certainly don't think anyone is around and trying to go through the door. I would suggest finding my friend Tucked, if you can. He's very smart. He'll help you get to safety, if anybody was listening. He looks like an octopus wearing a bathrobe.
Where would we find him if somebody was talking?
Well, if somebody were talking and listening to what I was saying, Tucked likes to stay close to the water. Maybe if you went through the water, Tucked might be able to help you out, is the thing that I would say if anybody were listening. But since I'm not talking to anyone, and my eyes are closed, I can only assume that nobody hears me.
Put your fingers in your ears, because we can't listen. La 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 la
Okay.
la la la.
Nania has mentioned a friend Tucked who apparently lives on the shore of the river, and she is closing the door behind her. And as she does, she pulls her hand out of her eyes. It says, "Good luck, kids." And closes.
Thank you.
Hey kiddos, it's Jason, your friendly neighborhood sitter, and I want to talk to you today about Anchor by Spotify. Anchor is an all-in-one podcasting app that lets you edit and record your podcast right from your phone or computer, and then host it on your favorite podcast-catching website. And the best part of all, it is absolutely free. Anchor is what we use to host Even Footing Games Presents Babies and Broadswords, and even though I've had to record this ad 15 times, what you're going to hear is the best version we have, thanks to Anchor. So download the Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. It is so easy, a baby could do it.
Hey there, Podlers. This week, our team is making our in-person convention debut at PlaythroughCon in Raleigh, North Carolina. We will be at booth 312 and running Babies and Broadswords games that you can play in the expo hall. Jason, Jimmy, Garrett, and I will be excited to run you through some adventures of your own at Lady Chastity's. Even Footing Games is so honored to have been chosen by Drive-Thru RPG to be one of the companies contributing to their Doctors Without Borders charity bundles. All proceeds of these bundles will go directly to Doctors Without Borders and the work that they're doing in Ukraine right now. If you want a whole bunch of new games and want to do some good, please give these bundles a look. Babies and Broadswords, the book with all the rules, is available in bundle number 1. Finally, a note to our patrons, and don't worry if you're not already a patron, you can become one by going to patreon.com/evenfootinggames. If you haven't seen it yet, in our latest blog, we spill the tea about some upcoming projects, including free content coming to you as soon as this weekend. And that's it. Let's get back to our daring escape.
A small tunnel that is actually scraping the top of your heads a little bit. So Nania apparently she probably has to crawl through this thing or bend down real low. It doesn't look like a tunnel so much. Well, it's a tunnel in the sense that it's underground and it's a passageway, but it looked like someone just literally dug.
And say that is by definition.
That is by definition a tunnel. Yeah, you're absolutely right. It is a tunnel. It's not a manufactured tunnel though, like the rest of the subway you've been in. Like someone literally just dug a hole through the side of the wall. You are entering sort of the ground part of the underground, as it were.
Someone dug a hole. Is this hole useful?
It's a useful hole.
I'd consider that positive manufacturing.
Doug couldn't fit in
you
that hole.
elitist.
Yeah. This is too big for Doug. This is a Doug-free hole.
Doug-free.
Thank God.
I guarantee Doug will be one of our most loved side characters.
Do you? Jason's
edit this out if I'm wrong. So you are standing in a very low, very kind of claustrophobic, cramped tunnel. Nani has locked the door behind you, and she's continuing to do her loud whistling, completely innocent. No kids came through here, which for any grown-ups would automatically say, well, obviously kids went through there. But for a bunch of 4-year-olds, they're like, oh, okay, so obviously we don't have to worry about Nadia.
She's just singing.
She's singing.
I like that song.
She's singing one of her weird songs where she loudly describes what she's doing at any given time. Yeah.
Oh, I like that song.
The tunnel continues on for quite a ways. There are golden rocks strewn here and there that give off a little bit of light, but otherwise it's earthen and it's been hastily kind of dug into the side of the ground, through the ground. You can't see the end though, but you can hear the sound of rushing waters.
Guys, I think we're on the white twack though. If we're gonna find tucked, as I'm like pulling my hat off and using my pillowcase to try to get the makeup off me.
Augustus, you're back.
So how dark is it? We can't really see anything, right?
Augustus, you're back. I was so worried about you.
He just magically reappeared. You can see a few feet. There's little golden lights that are kind of every 3 or 4 feet, and they illuminate just enough to see kind of what's in the light, but there are patches of dark here and there.
Okay. I'm going to pull out the thing that I was been crafting the last couple episodes.
She's been crafting.
I have a little bit of cloth that's like in the glass jar that's been soaked in oil, and I made a lantern.
Aww, that's adorable.
So
or
I'm gonna try and use the rocks.
Molotov cocktail. Yeah.
Yes.
No. She wasn't going to use her fire for violence.
Daybella has discovered anarchy and civil disobedience. I knew it would happen eventually. I honestly thought it would be Henry first, but this is not outside of the realm of possibility. Yes, Daybella. So you're gonna light. How are you working this?
So basically, it's just like a scrap of cloth. Like it's a basic oil lantern, is what I figured. And it's like soaked in grease, and she put it in her little jar.
Got the 2 sparky rocks.
Yeah, and she can light it.
Oh boy!
So she can just kind of hold it out in front of her.
Tompkins will be assisting.
With a burning fire on the inside.
It's hot. Yeah. There's enough oil in there.
Okay.
And it'll take a while to
Give
burn.
me a brainy roll.
Okay.
Thumbkins would be.
This is at least what she's trying to do.
And because you used your arts and crafts, I'll let you add a +1 to that.
I'd say Thumbkins would be assisting with the stones since he knows stones so well.
That's an 11.
Boy, you were lucky. That you didn't blow yourself up.
Well, she saw the lanterns that were in Rusty Rails, and she wanted to make one herself.
So you saw the lantern. You grab your rock, and you chick, 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 and get a spark. And there is a much bigger
Wow.
for a moment than you expected.
It's like when Cindy's angry.
And there is a smell of farts greatly magnified, especially coming from downwind of the river. But your little lantern...
Farts Greatly Magnified was the name of my last stop. Sorry.
I never had a ska band.
Don't try and retcon that now. We know the truth.
I have never, nor will I ever, skank.
Skank, skank, skunk.
You don't know what methane is, because you're 4. But if you did, you would feel glad that you didn't blow yourself up as you lit an Aaryn spark in a sewer next to the Poop Brown River. But you do manage to light your lantern. It's very hot. You know, you've basically... You've started a grease fire in a glass jar, for all intents and purposes. And Daybella, you were already kind of juggling it between your hands.
Hot.
And give me a
Henry, maybe you should hold
beefy
it.
roll real quick, Daybella.
Because you have the fire and everything.
I
It's really burning my hands. That's a 4.
I can try and catch it.
I can hold it.
Yeah, I think that maybe Thwompkin should.
Daybella, you go, ow! As it starts to blister your palms a little bit, and you're actually going to take 2 ouchies.
No.
And the lantern flies through the air.
Thumbkins tries to catch it.
Thwompkins, give me a nimble roll to see if you can grab onto the...
3 + 5, so that's an 8.
Yep. You snag it, and luckily your glass hands do not...
My hands are glass?
Or no, I'm sorry. You do not shatter the glass with your hands, I should say.
That's a fun character concept.
Yeah. You've got glass hands.
An actual
He's
glass
an actual
cannon,
glass
guys.
cannon. And you were cradling this flaming jar that Daybella has basically just thrown at you. But luckily your skin is pretty heat resistant. So it's not burning you as much as burning the girl who is part plant matter.
I got it.
Whoops.
Sorry.
I just wanted to make a little bit of...
And you did it, and it was good.
And it's good.
Thank you.
It's burning. You're going to need some more. You can tell you're going to need something else that burns eventually, but you should be able to get some light out of this for a while. Luckily, the air is plenty flammable right now.
Yeah, we'll just keep it open a little.
But your makeshift lantern has indeed given you enough light that you can travel with. You've made yourself a little torch. Let's hope no 4-year-olds listening out there decide that they're going to try to make Daybella torches.
This is a pretend
This
podcast, guys.
This is all
fun arts and crafts for you and your family.
Excellent tutorial.
Thank you.
Next week, make sure to bring your kitty litter.
Daybella, future author of the Anarchist Cookbook.
Daybella's last name is Molotov. Yeah.
I do like the sound of that.
Daybella Molotov. Not bad.
Yeah. I like that,
It's
actually.
actually pretty good. That's pretty good.
That rolls off the
It
tongue.
does.
Yeah.
It flows nicely. So you've got enough light now. Thank you, Daybella, for providing traveling light. And as far as you know, creating the first glass train grease rag lantern that these parts have ever known. Doug would think you were very useful.
I do what I can.
You continue along down the tunnel, and the sound of water gets louder and louder. And eventually the tunnel opens up, and you can stand up a little bit. And you find yourself standing on a pier, a wooden dock, that stretches out over the stinky brown river, which flows mightily This is where, as Nani had said, this is where she gets supplies. They probably just come right up to the dock and she snags them. And this is probably where she gets all of her yellow sponge cake confectionaries and peppermint swirls. I don't know what she trades them, whoever they are. There is a boat at the dock right now. It is...
Well, this is very convenient, huh?
It is... appears to be a large bathtub with...
Bath time!
With a mast made of sticks that have been tied together. And there is a flag flying from the mast. It is a kitty cat face that's snarling over two rattles that are crisscrossed.
This is obviously someone else's boat that was left here. I think.
Do you think they need it anymore?
Macy's, this is your boat. It's you.
Is that me?
Wait,
did they leave it for me?
Is this the boat in that picture you got?
No, I think this is just Ignatius's boat.
Yep. I bet Isabel felt very sorry for, sending me a mean picture, and now she left us a boat.
Yeah, Daybella pulls out the drawing, and she's holding it next to it.
Why'd you keep that?
It's not.
Oh, it's not the same
It
boat?
looks exactly the same.
Yeah, I think it's it. It's the boat.
Daybella, you're holding the drawing up, and it is not the same boat, but it's not a very good drawing either.
I mean, it's got your face on it, Ignatius, so I think we should just take it anyway.
Right, and it's totally the same boat.
It's basically got your name on
Look,
it.
it's a boat.
With a kitty cat face that is obviously yours.
I'll go hop on it and put my face next to the flag and hold the flag out next to my face and be like, huh? I like waddles.
Snarl, look angry.
It's a
Exactly.
it is a black cat, the face. And it's only got one eye.
Sam.
Ignatius just
be
wink.
winking my eye. Yeah.
Oh, now it totally looks like
winking. Angry winking.
Give me a crafty roll.
To try and look like the Flash.
4.
Yeah, man.
Had to come to an end sometime.
Yeah. Everybody else is like, no, that's
Exactly it. It's exactly the boat for me.
If this is someone else's boat,
yes.
I mean, do we want to I don't know, we're being blamed for something and we're running away, and then if someone's like, hey, they ran away and they stole someone's boat, doesn't that make us look more guilty?
Guys,
They find out.
Wompkins is making a lot of sense right now, which is something I never thought I would say.
I'm scared. I'm more scared than I was before.
I'm not making sense, I'm making words.
Fair enough.
Okay, now
fair
we're back
enough.
on familiar territory again. Okay.
I wish we were making those little plastic things that have the little yellow thing inside that was tasting so good.
Oh, that was good. Now I just know one time I got chased by a nurse who thought I drew on the walls and I was running away, and then she's like, if you didn't do it, why were you running away? And I was like, well, I don't know, you're chasing me. But she said it made me look guilty.
Guess what? I got a wad of cookies though.
I got a fever.
Oh, that's a lot of cookies. I don't have any cookies.
Yeah. Hey, you don't have any cookies?
No.
He gave them all away.
Here's 2 cookies.
Thank you.
Yeah, you a share.
Aw.
You might need.
Give me a nosy
you.
roll.
Who?
All of you.
Oh.
2 + 2 = 4. That seems to be the equation I keep coming to.
7.
Back on 9.
5.
Henry. As the rest of them sit and argue about whose boat is this and should we steal a boat and do we look guilty or not, you can hear coming from way down the river, from up the river.
I figured out who they are. Those stinking cats back.
Guys!
We gotta go. Cats with a boat. I think it might be their boat, guys. We should go.
We should go.
And you see slinking just a line of cats along the small walkway.
Guys, if there's a dance number, I think we should definitely go.
Cats on boats.
No, I want to see Jason follow this through. I want to hear the whole song.
I do not.
Somehow these cats are snapping their paws.
Oh,
Come on, they're gonna catch us. We should just run.
yes,
We should
let's
just
run away.
We'll
Daybell is right.
find the octopus.
So do you all hop on the boat?
No, Thumpkins. I mean, is there a river to run along?
I think it's their boat.
Yeah, is there like a side, like a way to like run along the river?
Yeah, you could run along the river. It's a very narrow pathway. It's so narrow that the cats themselves have to walk single file or prance or dance or whatever they're doing. They have to do it single file. So it's narrow. It's a ledge. It's not really a walkway.
Oh man.
Or you could go back the way you came back into the city. That's really.
But I think the ledge showing the opposite direction.
Ledge going the opposite direction, I think too.
All right.
Agreed.
Yeah, let's run along the river.
To go into a boat. What's that on the dock? Hey, it's those 4 kids. Hey. Hey.
Oh, hi.
Hey, it's those 4 kids.
Hey, you are mean.
Wait, they are these same cats from.
They are the
thing,
same
right?
cats. They are far enough away from you that you guys can still move. You can still get away. So you want to go along the ledge?
I don't know. Now that they've seen him, Thumpkins is kind of more inclined to do something, but unless someone wants to drag him away.
So Henry will grab Swampkins'
What?
wing and say, "Come on!"
I need some nimble rolls from you 4 kids as you sneak along the ledge where the kitty cats are coming.
3 + 5 is 8.
Okay.
I eat a cookie
8.
Okay.
and activate my knack.
4. I'm not very nimble.
This is gonna be at
I got big furble feet.
James.
My total after the cookie is 8. Did not roll well, but ended up okay.
Hey, Daybella. Splash.
Oh no!
And that's where we're gonna end it
not
today.
The poop water. Oh, you just gotta get a new baby at that point. This is ruins.
It seems to be whenever there is physical activity involved, Dayabella's got a problem.
Yeah.
Well, those mushrooms are going to be eaten good.
Well, guys.
Well seasoned.
They're going to be shiitake. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us for another episode of Babies and Broadswords. That was our game time. Stick around. We're going to be talking a little bit for a big kid chat time. If there are any topics that you guys are interested in as far as game design or how our process is or whatever, share it with us. We have a Discord channel. You can find us at Even Footing Games. We have a Facebook page at Even Footing Games. We have a Twitter, Even Footing G. We have an Instagram, Even Footing Games.
We have a carrier pigeon.
His name is Even Footing Games.
We haven't trained him
No,
yet.
I mean, he might not come.
It's still a work in progress.
He might not come back. I don't know. Right now,
working
it's
on
just
it.
a pigeon. We haven't figured out the carrier part yet. Check out some of our interviews. We've been having such a good time talking with folks. If you've had a chance to listen to some of the posts that we've made with other podcasts, listen to their pods as well. We've made a lot of friends. The book is still available. Oh my gosh, the book with all the rules. Get it the PDF. We've got a lot of cool things that are coming down the runway. Chances are when you hear this, we might already have something new for you, or we'll be very close to it. I don't want to ruin any secrets, but yeah, folks, we're constantly working. Thank you so much, Podlers, for joining us. And stick around for Big Kid Talk, but otherwise, we'll see you next time.
Bye-bye.
Bye, Podlers.
Bye, Podlers. All right.
Stick around, nerds.
Hey, nerds.
Now for the cooler Podlers.
Right. Thanks for joining us, sticking around, nerds, for our Big Kid Chat. Nerds. Today we are going to talk about collaborative world building, which is something that we are trying to work very hard here, and how you make a product that has room for a lot of different voices, and how you make room for a lot of different voices, especially when...
It doesn't have to be a product.
Right, you're right.
It can be in your own homebrew game of any system. We are just kind of doing this on a bigger scale.
So how do we, and how do our friends at home, build something together that feels like everyone has a say in the world that they're creating? When a game master is building their world. We've talked in the past about pulling in from tropes, things that you enjoy. Things really run smoothly when the players feel like they have some input into how the world works as well. So what are some ways that we do that? What do you guys do when you find yourselves in that situation where you're trying to create a collaborative world so that everyone feels like they have a piece in the game that you're making or the game that you're playing?
Hey, Jason.
Yeah.
Describe a scene real quick. Just real quick, off the top of your head. Describe a scene.
You are trying to break into
well, I'm going to do this, and I'm going to cut you off there. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
We all have a habit of getting really excited about even the slightest little thing, and that's one way is that, let everyone have their time to say things. So also maybe have some kind of physical indicator, like a hand raise or something when you want to interject or something like that, or some kind of physical cue.
What I heard, Jack, was don't get excited about your stuff. So, okay. That's
No, I said get excited. I said get excited. Just don't do it at the cost of someone else talking.
Yeah, I think that's something that me and Aaryn have talked a little bit about for a project that we're working on, is the idea of having to specifically make space for people to talk and stuff like that. So I think building a world, that's especially important. I think that's like especially important because that's when you're trying to build a scene and when you're trying to have like a setting, allowing everyone to have their time to talk and not be interrupted is just very important, because otherwise you're not going to get the vibes that you're looking for. You're not going to understand what the other people are trying to make. So
So what Lee said is absolutely, I agree with that 100%. And I do a ton of world building, and that's something that I've done pretty much since I was really little. And creating things that are your own, but are ideas. Before you water those seeds and before you grow those seeds, it's important to share them and let other people water those seeds. Because you might have a cool idea, and as soon as I pass it off to Jason, that cool idea turns into something way different than what I anticipated, but it's better too. It's collaborative. And
if you want an example, the fun little stories I come up with Wompkins occasionally to explain how he knows things. Now we establish something right there. And if Jason wasn't big on it as the GM, he could be like, no, that's never happened.
It's all about sharing. It's about sharing time in this case. And sharing time is more difficult to share than marbles or a cookie or something. Oh, yeah. But sharing time is lifting one another up, and that's what we try to do here at Even Footing Games. We try to lift one another up, and I want Jason to shine. I want Jack to shine. I want Lee to shine. I want Aaryn. I want everybody.
Damn, I should probably go to a shower then.
No, you're getting a nice shine.
You got a shine, yeah. It's mostly your forehead, yeah.
Nice glow.
Now I'm self-conscious.
Yeah.
Don't look at me.
Yeah, one of the things you gotta remember, like if you're ever building a world or you're trying to like put together a story and other people are telling you what they think should be included and you feel yourself getting like defensive, just remember that this is D&D and it's or not D&D, but role-playing games are in itself like collaborative experiences. If you make it all about you and your ideas and only the things that you have thought of, no one's going to want to play it. You are supposed to be working with other people, and so try and take a moment and listen and realize that this is their experience as well.
Magical word of compromise.
Absolutely.
Yeah, it can be hard. Compromises always suck.
Yeah, because if you start to feel that way, it's good to remove yourself from the situation. Remind yourself, I want this person involved, because you do. I promise you do. You want all of your players involved in creating and world building and putting their 3 cents in or whatever. It's always going to be better as a team every time.
Yeah.
It's going to be more enjoyable for everyone. And and remind yourself, hey, I want to lift this person up. And I want to enjoy their ideas as well. It's very important, I think.
Also, game masters, having the players be involved in the world building only makes them more invested.
It's so much easier.
Only makes them more invested.
Yeah.
It makes your job easier, too. You don't even have to write half the story.
I can't think of times that I have talked myself as a game master into a problem that I wasn't sure how I was going to get out of, and then the players come up with a solution. It's like, that's what I was going to do all along. Yeah.
That's better than anything I came up with.
A fun thing I did when DMing once was I asked the players, whenever they met like a NPC that I wasn't like attached to or anything, I said, okay, give me 2 or 3 things everyone give me one thing about this NPC. Some interesting quirk.
That is a fun idea.
It came up with some interesting. You got to be a DM that's good on the fly. But yeah, it came with some real interesting characters that the players were 100% invested in.
And they're going to remember that lore. Rather than me going, and he's got one eye and a scar and this and that. And then they're going to go, oh, the one-eyed guy. And all the rest of the stuff you said won't even matter. But if everyone participates like that, everyone's going to remember it because we had a good time doing it together.
Yeah.
Which is ultimately the name of RPG. It's a team effort. It's a team game. We're here to have a good time together.
Yeah, if you're only wanting to write the story by yourself, maybe a novel is the better medium.
Yeah. If you find you're writing whole entire scripts that you don't have any alternative out of or anything like that, but just write.
You won't hear.
You probably just should write a novel.
What a novel idea.
Unless your players really like the railroad.
I mean, I've played with groups that just like my writing and want to play through it, and that's cool too. But I do feel like those games are a lot more vanilla because it's just my ideas. Right. And I start to think, man, I wish I had some more input in those games. But they're just different, and everybody plays differently, and that's okay.
Oh, yeah.
Know your group.
Yeah, and nothing feels better to a GM, I would imagine most GMs, than having the players actually be excited and contributing. And being like seeing that excitement of like looking forward to it, of, saying, oh man, this is so great. Oh man, I can't wait to see that NPC again. Nothing feels better than that. I think most GMs could agree with that.
That's why we DM, or GM. Yeah.
And that's why I appreciate you guys pretending to be excited when we play, because it really makes me feel...
Yeah, I have to I have to roll really high on my excitement rolls to make sure that, just to convey the correct, the
acting.
I wanted the cast to be the people who would be the best ones to lie at me about how excited they were, and that was really my criteria.
Well, and it's really great that we have Jimmy coming up with just reasons to do incredible voices.
Oh dear God.
Because that adds new life. Because now we have Gregory Peck on the podcast, and
oh dear God,
we can be excited about that and not have to lie so much to Jason.
Get excited about each other, I suppose. Yep.
Guest star.
But yeah, that's just to sum everything up. Just collaboration. Be willing to yes, and I use that phrase a lot. And folks who don't know, if you're not improvers, it's an improv thing. It means if somebody comes up with an idea, you never say no to it because it shuts down the scene. But if you say yes, and you're accepting what they're taking and you're building upon it, you're making it something that everybody is a part of. So
unless they're trying to jump
the ocean, right? And that case
there's their ocean jumping moment, then you can say
be reasonable.
You jump some of the ocean, but not all.
Asterisk.
That's so big.
I mean, that's part of the whole thing too. Is there has to be an understanding of, hey, if you say something that doesn't seem aligned with what we all agree with or anything like that, that you need to be comfortable enough to A, say it, B, deal with it.
Yeah, we can cover how to do that another time with a session 0 chat.
How to have adult conversations.
Did we do that already? Did we do session 0?
Did we do it?
I think we did a session 0 one.
It's always a good idea to discuss how to have a big person chat, though. That's never bad. That's never a bad thing.
Oh,
maybe in the future we'll talk about how to get the game back on the rails if you found things are going sideways.
Off.
I don't think we're good at that. So I don't think we're in any position to give advice.
Person to person standpoint, not necessarily the game.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Oh yeah. If you actually look at my notes for the games, it's very sparse because I don't. There's no rails.
Every time he's tried to write something out, we've destroyed it.
Yeah, and you don't get to see, but Jason has wings all the time because he is straight wing.
Oh man.
And some DMs are good at that, some DMs are not, and that's okay.
If you are not,
I'm not a winging DM.
If you're not, that's okay. But
I would recommend.
I've built my entire career.
If you're not a DM who's good at pulling something out of their behinds, then know your players well, know the characters well. That way they can help guide you and also be willing to have input.
And there's absolutely nothing wrong with taking notes, with writing things down, scripting out outlines. Not at all.
But if you feel possessive over those outlines and those story beats, if you feel possessive over it, as in if you get angry or annoyed, you should be probably trying to work on your own solo project or something at that point.
Or take a step back
yourself.
Cool. So thank you all for joining us again for another episode of Babies and Broadswords. Thank you to my wonderful cohort, my colleagues here. I hope that you've all enjoyed the game at home. And when we play you next time, we'll see if Daybella drowns in the Stinky Brown River or not. Bye, everyone.
Bye.
Bye.
I do declare goodbye.